Ugh, this headache is killing me. I really shouldn't have drank so much, and this cold I got yesterday isn't really helping in this situation, but it should be over soon, thankfully. I was so excited yesterday. Just what in the hell happened? One of those idiots that was piled up near the door of the academy bit me in the leg. I had a bunch of stuff to do today, but all that went out the window with all the chaos. I managed to get out of the town on foot. However, even in this chaos, I'm excited about finally being able to use magic. But I shouldn't let it go to my head. I should get my bearings. I need to tackle this bite I got, then get back home if possible. A person made it to the shelter with me. Looks like they were a bit more equipped at the time to deal with the situation. Or were they expecting this? There's nothing to do but sleep off this cold I got. I should wait a while before needing to exert myself. And this hangover should go away in a while. I just have to keep hydrated. Hopefully this shelter is well stocked. I had put in an order for one of those rifles in the catalog at the gun store. After I saw one of those ads for a survivalist revolver, which I took a liking to. Unfortunately, I left the thing at home, as I wasn't planning for the city to be in chaos. I had planned to drop by today and check to see if they had gotten the rifle in yet. Might come in handy if they did. I really need to get back home. I spent quite a while making sure prying eyes weren't an issue for what I was working on at given times. Should prove useful now. A little bit before I start playing, I just want to explain a bit about this run. I don't plan for it to be super heavy on roleplay, but I want to be solely focused on game mechanics and gameplay. But for the most part, there will be goals, and whatever happens in between that just happens. Also, I haven't played Cataclysm in earnest for a while, so I'll probably be learning a handful of new things as I play. Might have to bear with me on that. Also, I'm still figuring out an editing flow and program settings for my recording and voice configuration. Anywho, here's Malcolm. He's got 1 in all stats, which isn't particularly useful. However, he does have a bunch of bionics. Quite a few traits that would go unnoticed for the unobservant, along with the bite. He's sick, is also going through caffeine withdrawal since he didn't have enough time to get his coffee before he left the house. It usually stems off the sleep. He knows Tase, which was the spell that accidentally set the scroll he learned from it on fire. Hello, I'm sure my voice might sound a little different. I got my audio set up all ready and done. There might be a video about it probably before this video comes out, but hopefully this audio sounds a bit better for most people. Alright, so we got our introduction out of the way and his diary read. If you skipped the epilogue, feel free to go rewatch it. That's totally up to you. Anyway, I will begin here. Here's our overmap. So we got the academy. We have our home. We have the gun store where he had put an order in. And we have where he thinks he remembers a hospital is at. Because that ended up going out so well for him in potentially learning a spell. So, with that out of the way, we'll start like normal, like you would with any other character. Give our NPC friend here a talk. She has a job. Cattail jelly. Alright, that'll work. However, we are not going to be doing that at the moment because we need to deal with the cut that is currently on our left leg. So, if I remember correctly, there should be a first aid kit in most evac basements. So, let's see where we're going here. Not on this side. Should be one over here. There we go. There we go. And we're going to have to wield it because with the way the inventory works, the only way to carry items that without a large enough volume is to hold it. Go ahead and drop that box on the ground, and we're going to use our antiseptic on that wound. Alright, it's all clean. Now, well, let's give that a read real fast. We won't need that anymore. Alright, I'm just gonna scrounge up all the items inside the shelter here, so I'm not gonna really make you wait. Alright, now that we got all those items all bunched up in a pile here, go ahead and clean up our inventory a little bit. Alright, just gonna grab this bench real fast. Drag it over there. And what we're gonna be doing right now is we're just gonna be learning 2 spells, and that's gonna be Magic Missile. This is going to be our main damage output. And we're also going to be learning Magical Light. We won't be using that very much, but we'll still be using it. And we're just going to learn as much as we can while we sleep off this cold. So, let's just get to it. We're just going to keep learning Magic Missile. Actually, before I do that, I am going to move all of the clothing over here into a pile. And what I'm doing is I will max out the spell, and I'm just going to be sleeping. I'm not going to make you watch that. It is not going to be entertaining content at all. And now that it's too dark to read, we are going to cast Magic Light. And we will do this just to get our spell crafting up a little bit and to potentially level up the spell, because the more we use it, the more the duration goes up. So, might as well. Oh yeah, you should be careful when sleeping in a shelter, because I have gotten frostbitten and lost a character a few times just because I kept trying to sleep inside of a shelter. Sometimes it can get really cold. There we go. Now it's over our mouth. Our mouth should be... There we go, yeah. Getting a little chilly there. That should help warm us up, and we're just going to keep sleeping. Alright, now that our stock of water has ran out, we're gonna procure a larger source. So we're just gonna go get ourselves a rock, and we're gonna bash down a bench. Could have done this earlier, but I rather wouldn't, because we were currently sick, and we're just gonna make a large wooden club. There we go. We're just gonna bash down this door. drop that. Don't need it anymore. Alright, clean water, good. Alright. And we're full. Now we're just gonna... Oh, actually, wait a minute. We have a duffel bag for that, sure. Let's just grab all these, plastic bottles here. Yeah. Let's fill those up so we don't have to make a... There we go. Alright, and we're just gonna keep reading. Alright, now that we've reached max level on Magic Missile, we can plan where to go from here. So, now that we got our main damage spell to level 10, I can either hit up the houses, or maybe try to hit up this industry. I suppose there's also this one over here. I do have hordes on, so I suppose we will see what sort of hordes we run into. Yeah, let's just learn the rest of these spells real fast, just so I don't have to relearn them. Alright. Alright. There's nothing I can get more out of that, so drop that off. And they needed 80 cattail stalks. Alright. So I think while we have the time, let's attempt to do that. Because we're not too tired yet. Make sure our safe mode is on. Alright. So we're just going to be picking all of this, because all of this is useful in some way, shape, or form. The read is for the quest, and the Japanese knotweed can be eaten alone, so if we see it, we'll pick it anyways, just to have a little munch. If I remember correctly, Japanese knotweed is also known as black pudding. It's fine, it's far enough away. Yeah. Japanese knotweed is also known as water spinach, which is a invasive species. So if you find it, there's some rice. Can't harvest that. Yeah, so if you find some Japanese knotweed, or rather some knotweed in general, because I think all Don't quote me on this. I think all forms of water spinach are edible to some degree. It is way over there. Should be fine. There's some. Alright, so we need... What was it, 80? So we got 11 here. We got 43, so we're going to need quite a few more. Make sure we're still okay. The one downside to using magic is you can only cast spells so many times. So I'm confident in killing certain things, however I'm not confident in killing a certain number of things. Suppose you could view it as a gun that reloads its ammo over time. Alright, how many are we at now? 72. If my quick maths is correct. Let's get a few more here. Alright. We are at way over. We are currently at 91. Alright. Let's turn safe mode back on just in case we run into something. Alright. So, we got a few things to munch on here. Wait, did we eat that knotweed? Ah, they gave me their rifle. Well, a rifle. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, it's just sitting on the ground. I gotcha. Alright, so let's go ahead and eat a few things here. Oh, wait, no. It's got an infinite shelf life, so let's not eat that. I think the cattail jelly is hemostatic powder. Can be used to protect a wound from contamination and works as a painkiller. So, antiseptic, bandage, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. When we get a wound, we'll stick it on there. Better than nothing, I suppose. Alright. Wait, were we out of food too? Oh, I guess we were out of food too. Alright. Alright, if I remember correctly, I think I can use these cattail rhizomes to make food, so we will have to check here. Enjoyability 40. We're not gonna do that. Just gonna see what we can quickly make with them.
think it was the rhizomes that we have. Yeah, it was the rhizomes. The rhizome is the very bottom white starchy part of the plant. So I guess we can eat it by itself, but how long does it take to prepare? Takes a full hour. Nah, it's not really worth it. Yeah, let's just eat these. That'd be rather disgusting, but that's fine. He's gonna sleep it off anyways. He'll feel a lot better as soon as he takes a snooze. Alright, let's eat a few more of these. And then get some water. And then we'll continue sleeping. The reason why we need to sleep so much is because I took the sleepy trait, so... You're not just imagining things, I do have to sleep for quite a long time. Getting flashbacks of Lacey, if you saw that one. Alright. Oh, we did have more protein rations. I don't know where they were hiding. Did I just miss them? That's fine. Alright. So let's figure out where I need to go. Probably head up to that light industry up there, or check at least what is up there in the first place. We're gonna try not to do an exorbitant amount of cheese. We're just gonna have a fun old time. What's that? Missile silo. Alright, hey zombie. Just one. And let's quickly... let's quickly rebind a magic missile here. I'll put that on my spell key, which is Q, so I can rapid spam it. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. We got a van. And a shrieker. That is not good. That one is going to scream and drag all of the others. So I think what we're gonna do is wait. The range on that is 16. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit here. My zoom key will play nice. Nope. There we go. Alright. I did not mean to cast that. Whoops. Alright, the mechanic saw me. I'm actually very afraid of those ferals. I think that Screecher screamed. Did it scream? Oh yeah, it did. Hear a terrible shriek. I didn't even catch it. Alright, well. The mechanic still sees me, so I'd rather take out the mechanic first. Because they can be quite a pain. Let's take a little bit over here so we can pulp him. There we go. He has a hammer, which is good. Kind of need more tools though, so 2 zombies is about 500 mana, so I can kill around 2 or 3 more zombies before I have to go back home. So let's see what I can get away with here. Do I have a pocket knife on me? I don't. I don't have anything with cutting either. Nope. Alright, so we'll just pull a few here if we can. We'll just keep going until it spotted us. It's okay if that one gets back up. I actually forget what the length of time is on the zombie regenerating. I know it's a couple days or a week. What is the aggro range on this? Come on. I'm just gonna start zapping you. Alright. Oh, still hasn't seen me yet. Crazy. I'll get that one too, if I can. Alright, how about that one? That one's got a brainless zombie right next to it. Oh, now it's seen me. Alright. Now, we're not going to go over there because actually we have about... Let's see. Yeah, we got about 5 shots left. But I'd rather keep that for the moment. I will, however... Oh, hello. Well, I guess it's non-negotiable now. I don't know where you came from. Alright, I have no shots left, so I gotta be careful. Just grab those. Oh yeah, grab that hammer there. Even though I'm not gonna be using it. Yep, I'm going away. Alright. Alright. That's just in case we run into anything. I like to have safe mode on. Alright. Now we're gonna be looking for sharp rock. Actually, while we're here, let's can I put this in my inventory? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Alright. Young tree. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna smash this, get a long stick real fast. Or no long sticks. Where's a young tree at? Hickory tree. No, I need a young tree for a long stick. Oh my gosh. That does not look good. Well, how far away is that thing away from me? Well, I can possibly destroy its line of sight, so let's check. I'm currently looking at the bottom right of my screen. Well, looks like I dodged a bullet. Maybe. Yep, looks like I just dodged one. That was extremely close. That could have probably ended this run. There we go, long stick. Perfect. Alright, now preferably we need like a sharp rock if we can. Let's see what we come across here. Oh, wait a minute. There's a pair of scissors in the survival shelter. So we can make one here. Spears. Long, pointy stick. There we go. I could have used a plank or ripped down the curtains, but I don't really need to do that yet. So, let's see. Right now, we need to worry about food. So food is going to be one of our main priorities here. So we can go back and munch on some more cattails. That'll be okay for food at the moment. We also need to make a brazier. Let's see, can we deconstruct furniture? No, we need screwdriving. Alright. Deconstruct a locker for sheet metal so we can make a brazier, because a brazier will allow us to keep a fire inside. We'll just attempt to sleep a little bit for some mana. Because yes, even having a spear. There we go. I actually really didn't want to fall asleep, but that's okay. Every single surface has a sleep value to it. If I remember correctly, benches are -500 and the ground is about -3000. So it's way better than sleeping on the ground at least. Alright. Let's wield that. And let's drop that hammer because we don't need that. There we go. Alright. Now, I think we might be able to get away with killing that Yule cat. I'd rather not run into it again. So, we'll see here. There it is right there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is drop that, check my encumbrances, which is good. That's good. Alright. We're just gonna take a crack at it and try to kill this thing. There it is, and it's aggroed. No turning back. Alright. That was close. Alright. It did take half my mana abouts, but is worth it, because if that thing catches me when I have no mana, it would totally ruin this run. Alright, I'm gonna go take another crack at the zombies up here now. If we don't have too many, we can spear them to death, as long as they're one at a time. If that zapper zombie aggroes, I am not meleeing that. The technician is really low. Why is it low? Rather confusing. Alright. The zombie's aggroed. I'll let him wander over here. I'd rather not fight on a diagonal road, so I'll lure him a little bit down here. Okay. So if you got a one-on-one zombie like this, and your move speed is about 100 or a little bit more, you get him one tile close via waiting, so you have to hit your wait key, which means you have more turns than it took to move. Spirit, and then walk. Walk until you have 2 tiles between you, and then wait. And then use your spear again. Now, if your stamina goes down to around, I think it's a bar and a half, wait a little bit. The reason why you want to wait is because as soon as you start losing a certain amount of stamina, you actually start moving slower. This is a very safe way to kill zombies. Granted, it's one-on-one. Actually, it's bleeding really heavily right now, so probably could just let it walk out. And this is also a good way to level up your spear's skill if you really want it. Oh, sick. A Glock. Alright. Can I hold that? Pick that up somehow. Probably never going to use that, but better than not having it at all. Alright, so how much are we dealing with here? 2 technicians. We got a runner over there. So I'm more worried about these 2 over here. Let's try yelling. What's our yell? There we go. I think that should drag at least some of their attention. No? Guess not. Runner is hiding somewhere. There it is. Alright, if I have to take on both of them, I'm gonna have to drop my spear. And I definitely can't take on the... oh, there it is. Okay. So, spear goes down. Or rather, the long, pointy stick. Alright. Definitely have to kill this runner first. Actually, I could probably pick this up. Yep. There we go. I can save that mana for 2 more zombies if I really need to. Alright, we're just gonna rinse and repeat. Wait, fire, wait till 2, wait, fire, rinse and repeat. That's terrible when it walks off to the side like that. Alright. Few more bits and bobs. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Did I check that runner? There's a runner up here. Oh, there it is. Alcohol wipes. Yeah, that'll work. Why are those on 1 HP? That makes 0 sense. Is something hurting them? I don't know. Strange. Alright. Now, I'm probably gonna take out this zapper. So I don't really have to worry about those because they're in really low health. Along with that one. So I want to track this zapper zombie if I can from the window. No. There we go. Oh, I attracted that one too. Well, I got the zapper zombie at least, which is good. Alright, I'm not meleeing this. Do not ever melee zapper zombies. And preferably, kill them while you have a lot of range. Folding knife. That's good. Ballistic vest. That would be good to clean, but I think we need a sponge. Oh, and a backpack too. I think we need a sponge. So I'll shift those items off the body just so I can come back and remember them. There we go. Alright. Where's that other one? Oh, it's down here. I guess they have a shorter aggro range. If it's got like a hard hat on, that would make sense. Another thing you can use too is your brush, because it's got a move cost of 400 on the top right over there. So if you can get him to walk on the brush, that would be preferable. There we go. Is that because he was carrying a toolbox? I mean, I wish I could take that, but probably gonna have to come back for that at some point or shift it across the ground. I'm not sure. Alright. We'll put that in the pile over here. So I remember it. Okay. I'll do just fine until I get my stamina back. Okay. That's the hurt one, right? No, that's the fresh one. Right. Fighting them on a diagonal road is terrible. That was close. I got a little impatient there. Almost took some damage. Whoops. And the reason why I'm not running right now while sparing them as well is because that drains your stamina incredibly fast. So you only want to use your stamina, preferably when you know you can kill something, or when you're able to break the sight lines of something that is about to kill you. Alright. Overalls. And we'll just grab little bits and bobs. Should be fine. Peyton, Town of Red. Alright. Okay, this should be a piece of cake now. I think I have enough space to walk him this way. There we go. Workshop toolbox. That's got a lot of stuff in it. Wow. Okay. Well, let's shift that off then. There we go. That's a big toolbox. Okay. Also got some more junk. Alright. So, it should be good. Unless some more zombies decide they want to rear their ugly head. And spears are great for trying to take out... Did I just get dodged from that? I did. They are great for taking out brainless zombies, because they wander around in a one-tile radius, which is incredibly infuriating. There we go. Military rucksack. That is a really good find. Hello? Did not think I was going to find one this early. It is dirty, though. And it is not in complete condition, which is fine. Alright. Hello. That's a good thing I saved my mana. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to melee this guy. I think he's faster. He's about as fast, yeah, so I'm not going to be able to melee him. And I say that in confidence because if I try to melee him and I start running out of stamina, I'm just going to be taking a wall up. It's not going to be worth it. Oh, there's another one. Hello. Alright. How much more do I have to deal with? Fat zombie to regular zombie. No, I think I'm going to be coming back for you guys later. We're not going to be dealing with you right now. Alright. Let's grab a little bit to eat. Even though it will be disgusting for Malcom. He is just only worried about filling his belly at the moment. Alright, I'm just gonna drop all this crud right here. Alright. We're not gonna eat the stock. Oh, some gummy candy, alright. Okay. Let's sleep off a little bit. Drink a little bit of water. And plastic bag. I don't know where that came from. All right. So, I think this will be the end of the first part or first episode. I feel like an hour should be long enough because it's as long as my recording's been going here. Ish. I don't know. We'll see because I'm going to edit it down and speed up certain parts. Let me know what you think, I guess, and see you in the next part. Thanks for watching.